Hello techies, I'm Divya here. On behalf of CyberBrainer, don't you think the world of tech is evolving faster than ever? Now is the perfect time to dive in and build the skills that will take you places. With CyberBrainer, we are putting you in the driver's seat of your own future. We at CyberBrainer don't just teach your interest. We believe that knowledge is power, but it's applied knowledge that truly sets you apart. Whether you're diving into data science, mastering artificial intelligence, or exploring the world of cybersecurity, our courses are designed to give you the skills that matter. So let's jump into the session and make the future yours today. Thank you.
This is the tenant. This is the homepage for Workday Adaptive Planning. And whatever you do will be in this navigation menu. If you see from formulas to the bottom part, from formulas modeling, integration and support, this is the back end of the tool. And what you see above formulas is the front end of the tool. Whatever you need to build as an implementer, you will have to go in this modeling section. I'll just open this in a new type, and whatever you have built here, you will be able to see in this sheet section. This is the front end part of the tool. First, we will try to understand what is this tool about and what are these individual features you can see in the screen. And that is what we have there in the. Let me just ask you, are you familiar with the Excel file? Yes. Correct. Whatever you do in an Excel file, you can enter data, right? You can enter formulas, you can have charts on in that. You can create pivot tables in that, correct? Whatever is possible in an Excel file, you can do it in this particular tool. That's the reason why it is very simple to use for the end users. The only thing is for the implementers part, you have to make certain changes, certain configurations in these part of the area that it is available for the end users to have that kind of an Excel template. Let me just show you an example that. What am I talking about? You might be familiar of any P&L statement, like how an income statement looks like. Yes, any company you take any example you will be familiar with, like these are the accounts. These are the accounts that the company requires to be there in the balance sheet. You will see in the example. Currently, this is the front end of the sheet. You can see the front end of the PL, right? Yes, the front end of the PL. You can see this revenue account is there. You can see this cost of goods account is there. Then you can see the contribution margin, then operating expenses. Every possible account that you want in the P&L statement, you can build it in the back end. You get, this is the front end. There is something built for this particular sheet, which is there here. What is that? You have to learn first that how you can build those accounts. These you can see the top line. It's written as accounts. You need to build all these accounts somewhere in the modeling part, right? Once you have built that, you will be able to use this in the sheet. If there is no accounts built in the sheet, you will not be able to display anything in that PL statement. Similarly, this is the time frame that you can see in this particular axis. Now you can see 21 data, correct? And we have certain data in it. But now, if the company wants to plan for 2022, if the company wants to plan for 2023, the time frame will change, correct? That's how this particular tool will work for you. You will create certain accounts. You will set a time frame that for what particular year you want this balance sheet to work, or what particular year you want this P&L to work, right? And you will save these things in different versions. Correct. And you will save this in different versions. Suppose this is 2001. That means this is actual data. This is a data prior to last year. We have this data. Based on this data, we got certain numbers in 2022. Correct? But now, based on 2021 and 2022, you can do some kind of a forecast about what could be the data for 2023, right? You can do certain calculations. And you will see that the version name is forecast 23 version, right? In that, you will just change the particular version to forecast 23. Like you can say this, the forecast is there. And you will enter, or you will put the data based on certain logic, and there will be same format, the same Excel format. Only thing is the time frame will change. You will see the 2023 months displayed here and certain data for this particular year. This is the simplicity of this tool. What do you think? Do you see any kind of a difference from an Excel file here? This is seriously an Excel file, only in front of you. It's just an Excel file, minus your expenses, the contribution. It's a bit of an Excel, correct? It's very simple to build, also for the end user. And it's very simple to use also. It's just like an Excel file. In this particular organizations, wherever you work, everyone is familiar and everyone is comfortable with the Excel file. They don't want to use or move to any tool. That's the reason why this particular tool is very simple to use. Only thing is you need to understand how you can configure this for the end user. If you don't understand how you can configure, you will not be able to be confident to, make such kind of sheets. You can see, for example, there is another sheet also. And whenever you can log into the instance and just understand how. Let's say, for example, workforce planning. Workforce planning is there. What is workforce planning? The headcount planning is done that these many resources should be hired. This is the salary for them. This guy should work for this position. This guy should work for this level. That kind of planning is made in this kind of sheet. This is a different kind of sheet. Now what you saw was a proper Excel file sheet, but now this is like a transaction data kind of a sheet. Are you familiar with a dump file where you get a lot of rows, and you have to import those rows in Adaptive? Are you familiar with some kind of a sheets? I've kind of used Adaptive as an end user for the purpose of, budgeting. But I was never involved into any kind of, integration or importing of data. Correct. No problem. But this model, this tool will give you the feasibility to have a normal sheet also, to have a normal sheet with something addition. And the third is this one, which is on the screen, where you can see the transactional dump voice data or the row wise data to be displayed here. For example, your name is ABC and you belong from this company. Your salary is this, right? Everyone will have the salary data. Suppose there are 100 of employees in your company. There will be 100 rows here displaying the salary data for each one of them. Correct? It's like a row-wise entry, and you have a lot of data that can be captured, which cannot be captured in some other sheets. Whatever drawbacks are there in one sheet, it can be covered in other sheets. This is how you will understand and you will learn in this particular course structure that when you can build those kind of sheets and what is the purpose for the client. You need to understand that first and you need to build that first. We will be covering such cases also. And you can see we have this reporting requirement and we have this formula and the import functionality which you're talking that you are not familiar with. We have this also, that how you can import data in whatever sheets you build. It's just the same process. You have to understand how. What is this? Then first you build this. Then once you have done, you have to understand what type of a sheet you build. And then you build one type of a sheet. And then once that is done, you understand how you can import the data. And once that is finally done, you will see the reporting options, that how you can do pivot, how you can do dashboards. You know how you can create a P&L report. This is a sheet. That's the reason why I've structured the content in such a way that it goes in the right order for you guys. Correct. I'm really thankful for this because it looked very organized. Correct. It looked very organized. Correct. This is about just an overview of the tool. Please do like, share and subscribe to our channel.